Yay! Look at all the stuff I got rid of. Hello guys, this is Sandra here. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. It's lovely to have you here and I hope you're gonna enjoy your time. So I mentioned it a few times now that we are moving house, and with that, what do? I declutter, of course. And it's not gonna be a really vicious declutter. It's mostly just stuff that I either had for a really long time and I don't think it's good to use anymore, or it's just cream products again that I'm not really using and there's no point of moving them with me, to be honest. So that's gonna be it really. And yeah, it's not super vicious and a huge declutter, but it's a declutter nonetheless, and I thought it could be interesting to take you along. So that's what we're gonna do. So if you're interested, then please keep on watching. Also, if you like this look, I will link Monday's video in the cards. It's on that side. So you can check it out. And I hope you consider subscribing and popping back to my channel sometime soon. I post 3 videos a week, Monday, Wednesday and Friday. And I have the occasional Saturday video as well, and they are all makeup and beauty related, but mostly makeup. So now let's just hop into the declutter. Alright, so we're gonna start in this top drawer, and this is mainly my project pen stuff and then my skincare on the side. So the only few things I'm gonna declutter here is these few nail polishes. Now if you remember my nail polish declutter, I said that there are a few nail polishes I will put on the side, and if it's not something that I managed to use up by now, that I'm gonna throw them away. So we have these few nail polishes here. This Nails Ink one is the one I'm wearing at the moment. Then we have one from PS that I never really got well on with. We have this Essence one that is not bad, but it's just not a color I reach for often. Same with this baby blue one, and then I have a gold one that barely has anything left in there. The rest, if it's not here from that video, is already in the bin or used up, but these 4 will go away now. Now this next drawer down used to contain like dirty brushes, which at the moment I'm washing, or also stuff that I used to use for freelancing, which I'm not doing anymore. I haven't done for the past 2 years. So I need to declutter because there's no point in moving them with me. So 2 things I'm gonna definitely get rid of are these 2 powders from Ben Nye. Where is the writing? There we go. So this one is the shade Ebony from their translucent powder. And then the other one I'm going to declutter is the same powder but in the shade Topaz. And then the one I'm going to keep is the banana one, because this I can actually use on myself and I'm a bit more tanned. So there's no point in getting rid of this one. And then one last thing, in this one there are just disposables and stuff like that. But another thing I'm going to get rid of now is this one. Oh, hey, nice to see you. But this is Bobbi Brown BBU palette. Now, for the longest time I couldn't get myself to get rid of this, because this was the first thing that I spent a lot of money on for my kid. But I bought it, what now, 6 years ago maybe, if not longer, and I would not use it on anyone, and I sort of hung on to it for sentimental reasons. But I figured, you know what, I'm gonna put it in a video. And yes, I spent like 200 quid on it, but it's well gone and I need to say goodbye to it. So the rest of the products that I have to declutter are cream products, and they are more for eyes, lips and cheeks, not really foundations or primers or concealers, because those I do go through regularly. So I'm gonna skip those and we're gonna move straight onto like mascaras, eye primers, cream shadows and that sort of thing. And then from mascaras, I'm gonna keep almost all of them. So from black ones, I really do go through them, and I only have 2 here. The rest I already moved over to a new place. Then when it comes to colourful mascaras, oh, and I have this one as well that's black. From colourful mascaras I have my Kevyn Aucoin one that I just recently purchased, so this one definitely stays with me. Then I really love the Kiko blue one that I use quite often. One I'm gonna definitely get rid of though is this one from NYX. This is their color mascara, and this is in the shade Forget Me Not. So it's this purple one, and honestly I don't really reach for it. Even when I do, I don't really enjoy it, so this is definitely something that I can say goodbye to. So when it comes to cream shadows in a stick, I'm gonna keep, I think, all of my Illamasqua ones. I don't think they do these anymore, or it's really hard to find, but these are the Illamasqua sketch sticks. So I have 3 colors. As you can see, I have 3 of them. I have an orange, a yellow, and a pale blue, and these work really nicely as an eyeshadow base. Then these 2 Becca ones are the new light gleams, and these are the newest additions to my collection, so I'm definitely gonna keep both of them. The pink one is called Lunar, I think. Yes, and then this one that's more browny gold is called Golden Hour. And also, if you want to see Lunar, the pink one, in action, it's in my Monday video, so I'm gonna link it in the cards. I'm also gonna keep these 2. This is my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk, iconic, truly. And then this is my Bobbi Brown Longwear Cream Shadow in Heather Steel. Now that's getting a bit older as well, but I only use it on myself, and for now I'm gonna hang on to it and keep using it. I don't really wanna get rid of things just for the hell of it, but I'm gonna get, you know, rid of stuff that is super old and it seems like I can't use it anymore and I don't reach for it. When it comes to eyeshadows, I have this one powder eyeshadow in here that used to be a single, and this is from Sigma. As you can see, I have a little name tag on it, and it's the shadow called Oversea, and it's this beautiful turquoise powder shadow. I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to see, but since it's shattered a few years ago, I never reached for it, so I think it's time for it to go. I clearly don't reach for it since it's not in a single. And then what else can we get rid of? I'm gonna, I think, say goodbye to all 3 of my Maybelline color tattoos. I don't really want to, but I don't reach for these. I have On and On Bronze, Pink Gold, and then Pomegranate, Metallic Pomegranate. And I love these 3, but honestly, I don't reach for them. They are so old. So this is On and On Bronze. This was truly a classic, and I mixed them up once and they still work, but it's just, they're getting too old. I don't know, I have a hard time saying goodbye to these for some reason. Should I keep them? Will I use them though? There we go, those are the 3 shades. You know what, I'm gonna keep the brown and the pink. I'm gonna get rid of Metallic Pomegranate because I have a really similar shadow from Stila, and also another quite similar one from Chanel, so I'm gonna get rid of that one, but I'm not ready to get rid of the other 2 for some reason. It's just so pretty to look at. Then 2 other ones that are fairly new is this one from Boutique that you can use both on the cheeks and on the eyes, and you know what? This is quite similar to the Maybelline one. There's the swatch. It's quite similar to the Maybelline one. It's not as pink, but you know what? I'm gonna get rid of the Maybelline one and keep just the Boutique one. And then this 3 Ina 3 Mina one is a beautiful vibrant purple. I definitely don't get rid of this. It's super nice to use. And then I have one from Chanel that is a limited edition, and it's a little bit darker than the Maybelline Pomegranate one. This one is called Rouge Noir, so it's their iconic shade, and that's the Chanel one there. And even though this is coming to the end of its life as well, still I'm gonna keep this and try to remember to use it. Now for the rest of the things, these 3 are just eyeshadow primers, 2 from Urban Decay, the original one, and then Eden. I'm gonna definitely keep and use. I then also have one for Sin. Oh, it's not Eden, it's Sin, sorry. The glowy one, it's called Sin. And I have a little tester from it, so I'm gonna keep that one as well. My next one is one of my newest ones, so that's definitely a keep. And then with this Urban Decay Moon Dust, a bit of a harder formula now. It starts drying up, but you can still use it, and I mean, look at that. Definitely not getting rid of it just yet. And then another one I'm keeping is this Illamasqua, what is this actually called? Liquid Metal, and this is the gold shade. I mean, you can see it's really well loved and well used, but I'm not getting rid of it. This is still a keep. So at the end, I'm keeping this, and then getting rid of those. I'm not really good at decluttering, if you can't tell. So that's already quite a big step for me, but we're gonna just go with that for now. Alright, so now we have like bronzers, highlighters, and everything in between. So I think first I need to put it in groups. and then we can go through it. Alright, so let's start with the only bronzer slash contour stick that I have in a cream form. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wand. I love this, so I'm definitely keeping it, and it's not too old either. Let's move on to the highlighters because I don't have that many of those. This one I'm definitely keeping. This is the newest Becca highlighter that I have. So this is definitely a keep. I only just tried it once, so I'm not getting rid of that. Then this is another one that I love. This is the Becca Glow Silk Drops in the shade Champagne Pop. This was limited edition last summer, and I only have like a little bit left, but obviously now, because it was lying down, you can't really see it, but I'm not getting rid of that. One that I think I'm gonna get rid of is this one from NYX. This is the Liquid Illuminator Drops, and I used to have it in my kit, and I thought I can keep it for myself and use it as a bronzer, but honestly I never reach for it because I don't know. It doesn't give enough to be a bronzer by itself. It just gives a bit of a glow under the bronzer, but it's just too much extra hassle when I already use a highlighter. And it's quite old, so I'm gonna get rid of that. I think with these two, the CYO Bounce Beam is something that has a nice purpley glow to it, and so does this one from Revolution. That is called, I think, Unicorn Elixir or something like that, yes. And this is definitely older, but they both give off a really similar shine. Let me swatch them. Okay, so here we go. The one on the bottom is the Revolution one, and then on the top is the CYO, which the Revolution one is a lot more purple. I'm not sure how much it comes through, but then when I keep turning it in the light in real life, this has a lot of purple in there as well. In camera, it doesn't come across that much, but in real life, it's almost the same, just a bit more of like a see-through version of it. And I don't need both. I used the Revolution one a lot lately, but this is a lot older, and I don't think there's a lot left in there, so I'm gonna get rid of that one and keep the CYO one. This is also like a quite fun putty formula, so I'm gonna just keep that one. And the last thing I have in here is the Fenty matchstick in the shade Cinnamon. And for me, this is like, again, this is something I can use under a bronzer like the NYX one. So I would much rather keep this one because this actually gives me a proper bronze but super glowy look. I still don't know what this is supposed to be. Is it supposed to be a bronzer? Is it supposed to be a highlighter? I don't know. But I quite like using it as a bronzer or under a bronzer as an extra layer. So I'm gonna keep that one. And now we come to the biggest category, which is the blushes. So, one that I'm definitely gonna get rid of is this one from Lipstick Queen. This is the Oxymoron, oh there we go, matte gloss in the shade Open Secret. And while the color is beautiful, the texture is just quite sticky, and yeah, I love the color, but the formula is really sticky, and then when you put it on the skin, it's just quite hard to blend. And while I love the color, look at that, I never reach for it. And I had this in my collection for at least 2 to 3 years, never reached for it, so I think, you know what, I actually don't need it. And another one I'm gonna get rid of is this one from Topshop, and this is the shade Head Over Heels. Now obviously these Topshop products don't even have the same packaging anymore. This one, I think like Zoella or like Tanya Burr or someone from the old YouTube gang used it. And it's a really interesting, it's almost like a cream to powder formula, or that's what it feels like. And while again I like the color, I never reach for it. So you know what, I just want to keep other ones in my collection that I actually use. And I can just say goodbye to that one. Ones that are getting quite old but I want to get more use out of them is these Bobbi Brown ones. And one of them is in the shade Rose. There we go. You can see I have pen on this. And then the other one is Calypso Coral, which is my favorite. This is a more orangey color, and this has a pen on it as well. These both have been in project pens before, but I really love these, and I'm not ready to say goodbye to them, so we're gonna get some more use out of these. Another one I actually really like, and it's really affordable, is this MUA Whipped Velvet Blush. And this one is in the shade Chi Chi. And it's a really nice corally kind of color. It's the right mixture of pink and also peach. It is like a true coral color, so I'm definitely keeping this one. It has a really interesting moussey formula as well. Another one that I really enjoyed lately is this. So it's the Flower Beauty Blush Bomb, and I have it in the shade Melon, and it's such a beautiful blush. It gives a really natural flush, and it's quite on the peachy side. It's super easy to blend or build up. They are amazing, and I would love to get more colors. I mean, I'm decluttering and I still want more. I mean, who am I? I don't know what's wrong with me. Another one I really like, and this is more something I reach for the autumn time, is the Becca Beach Tint in the shade Raspberry. Now these have been discontinued, but I don't really have many plummy shades in my collection, so I would very much like to keep this one. This one I really like. This is the CYO Sweep Into Shape in the shade Lowdown. This is featured in my tutorial that I put up on Monday as well. And on one side it has a blush, on the other side it has a highlighter. The blush, if I'm honest, I'm not too fussed about, but the cream highlight on the other end is beautiful, so I'm definitely keeping this. Another one that is really new is this one, and I'm gonna be honest, I haven't had much of a chance to use this yet. This is from CYO again, and this is in the shade Smart Talk, and apparently can use this on your eyes as well, so I definitely have to give this more go before I can just say I'm decluttering it. I don't want to do that. Another one that I really enjoy, but I need to use these more, honestly. This is from Illamasqua, and this is in the shade Zygomatic, and I think if I really want to, I can use this almost as like a contour as well. I think that's why I got it. That's the color. It's like a really browny kind of shade, and I'm definitely gonna work on getting more use out of it, so I'm keeping this. And I'm keeping the last one as well, which is the Becca Beach Tint Shimmer Souffle in the shade Papaya Topaz. I love this in the summer because it has an orangey tint to it, but it also has gold flecks in there, which when you have a tan, they work so beautifully, so I'm definitely not getting rid of this. There we go, the camera finally decided to focus. It's such a nice color, so this is definitely staying as well. I keep this pile, and then got rid of these 4. So, you know, little wins, little wins. Okay, so this is all my lip products if we don't count lip liners. And I feel like this is where I'm gonna have the most trouble. So, let's start. I'm gonna start with these 2 holders. Now from this one, I'm gonna be honest, nothing is going. I have 2 poutsicles from Fenty, 2 from Charlotte Tilbury, 2 from Becca, 2 from MAC, Aveda, and then 2 from Urban Decay. But these are the lipsticks that I use the most often, or I want to get the most use out of. So these are definitely not going anywhere. This one I can be swayed on. There's one here from MAC that I kept on. I don't really know why. I don't enjoy using it, but it's such an iconic shade. This was one of my first high-end purchases, and this one was my very first purchase from MAC. And this is a retro matte lipstick that was a collaboration with Rihanna, and it's the shade Riri Vu. It's a beautiful classic red. Look at that. But at this point, it's really uncomfortable on the lips, and I think I have to say goodbye to it. I have other red shades that I would much rather go for, although I don't think I have another true red. But, you know, I can just purchase one if I feel like I'm missing it. But a lot of the times I go for pinky reds. And the one from Charlotte Tilbury called The Queen is quite similar. I mean, okay, maybe not that much. That's The Queen. That's Riri Vu. But I have a red lip liner, and I just feel like this is such a drying formula. I never enjoy wearing this, so you know what? I have to let it go, even though my heart is breaking just looking at that. The first lipstick I have in here is from Boutique, and it's a really nice nude shade. It's quite new as well, so I'm definitely keeping that one. Then the next one is from Inglot, and this is a dark brown shade, but this is becoming quite dry as well. Oh yeah. So while the shade is beautiful, I think this is another one that I have to say goodbye to because it's so dry. I cannot even use it by itself anymore. because it drags on my lips, so we're gonna say goodbye to that. Then we have this one from Bourjois that I actually use quite often, and it's more of a mauvey, purpley kind of nude. So I'm keeping that for now. I have two for Rimmel that I'm gonna keeping. They are both from the Kate collection. I have one that's this super Barbie pink. These still, they smell good, they look good, so I'm not getting rid of them even though they're old. And then I have this other one that's more this dark color. It's like this mulberry kind of color that's perfect for the autumn time, so I'm keeping those. Another one from Rimmel is the Rimmel London Moisture Renew lipstick in the shade Vintage Pink. And again, this is a nice mauvey purpley color that I'm definitely keeping. These lipsticks, although they're quite old, they just still work so well, so I'm not gonna get rid of that. Then I have one from Maybelline that's a fun tropical kind of color that's again changing based on your pH balance. You can't see it there, but it's one of those colors that I really enjoy, so that's staying. I'm not doing too good, I know. Now these two from Revlon, let me see the colors. One of them is Gladiolus, I don't know how to pronounce that, and the other one is Hydrangea. They're both from the Ultra HD collection. I don't love these, but I feel like I want to keep at least one of them. Those are the two colors. I feel like I'm gonna keep that one that's lighter, which is the shade Hydrangea, that one, and I'm gonna get rid of that reddy one that I never use, even though that's a really nice red as well. But I just feel like I need to get rid of that because I don't enjoy these lipsticks that much, but that color is too pretty to get rid of. But I feel like I need a really good red lipstick. I mean, I have another red from Becca actually. Let's check Garnet next to these other reds. Yeah, you know what? Actually, Garnet is really close. That's quite a nice, typical red, so we're good. I have a nice red. I have a classic red, I'm good. So, another one I'm keeping is from ASOS. Is ASOS's beauty range cruelty-free? I don't know. But it's this really nice, like orangey, reddy kind of color, but it's different from my other orangey reds. It's a lot paler. And it actually feels quite nice, so I'm keeping that too. Now, these two are quite old, but I'm not ready to get rid of them, so... Again, they smell good, they feel good. So these are two from the Revlon lip butters, and do you remember then when these were all the rage? And I used one up before that was the shade Papaya, and these two are Sorbet and Macaron. So I'm keeping these two. Now I have 4 lipsticks here from Milani. I'm not getting rid of any of those, I'm sorry. I have one here from Tanya Bird, that's the shade Birthday Cake? No, Happily Ever After. I don't know why I thought it's called Birthday Cake. And the packaging is falling apart, but I don't care. I love the color. It's this nice peachy, nudie kind of color, and I want to keep it, so I'm keeping it. Again, not great at being ruthless. I have this one from Paul and Joe, or is it Paul? That had like a cat on the head. I don't know if you can still see it. And also it's in this really cute doggy lipstick case. So, you know, this has to stay. There is this one from NYX that's the lip butter in the shade Little Susie. That's quite a nice shade as well, and it's a really nice formula. Actually, it's quite similar to the one from Revlon. There's barely any difference, but I still want to keep both for now. So, you know, I spent money on these, so if I want to keep it, I will keep it. Now, there are these two from Topshop. One is in the shade Nevada, which is the palest lipstick in my collection. And very I don't usually reach for this. I mean, look how pale it is. And if I want that similar color, I think I can achieve that with a concealer. So I think I'm gonna get rid of that. And then the other shade is called Innocent. Now, this is a really unique color in my collection, and even though I don't reach for it often, I think I'm gonna keep that for now. And then there are these two from Avon, and for some reason, even though I don't reach for them, I have a weird attachment to them. Oh, that's actually really nice. So this is the shade Passion from Avon, and then this is the shade Hot Pink Love. Okay, now Hot Pink Love is this more metallic kind of lip, and that's one I don't really reach for, whereas the other one I think I'm gonna use, so I'm gonna get rid of this one. And we got rid of, it looks like 5, so we're doing, you know what, we're doing not too bad. Okay, next, let's go through the Chubby Sticks. So, I have 2 from Bobbi Brown that I definitely keep because I quite like using these. You can see one of them is actually quite a bit smaller, whoops, than the other. I have Electric Pink and Hot Orange. So I definitely keep these 2. I realize I can't keep swatching everything because we'll never finish. Sorry, my knee might be in the frame, but I sort of have to because my legs are killing me at this point. My newest one is from Sigma, and this is in the shade Mirth. This is a lip base in Mirth. This is a really nice pink as well, so I'm keeping that. One I think I can get rid of is this one from Lush. This is this really weird purple that I never enjoyed too much on my lips anyway, and I think at this point it's quite dry as well. It's dragging quite a bit. Oh yeah, this I definitely can't use anymore, but also I never fully got to the point where I can make it work. I mean, it's really pale, so I need to say goodbye to that one. This one from Avon, yeah, that's actually really nice. So I'm keeping that one, and I'm keeping the rest as well. Sorry, I know it's quite disappointing. This is a lip balm from Revlon, and then these 2 are from Bourjois, those 2 are from Revlon, and I need to make a point of reaching for these more often because they are getting quite old, but none of them smell. They still glide on the same way to the lips. These 4 have a shine, and that one is more matte, but they're all beautiful, so I don't want to get rid of products that still work for me. Then there are 2 lip powders from L'Oreal that I really enjoy. I never really heard anyone talking about these, but what are these even called? It doesn't have a name on them, but they are lip powders, and one of them is called Virgin, the other one is called, oops, I pink it again, and they are just lip powders. That they look like a tint on the lips, and they are just so gorgeous, barely undetectable, long-lasting. And these are quite old now, but I never really heard anyone talking about them, and I don't know why. They are beautiful. So these 2 I'm definitely keeping. These 2 as well. They are the NYX Liquid Suedes in the shade... What shade is this? Amethyst and Stone Fox. So I'm definitely keeping those. They are quite unique to my collection as well. This is the purple one, Amethyst, and it still feels really nice. And then this one actually I use quite often, but obviously not often enough. So I'm definitely keeping these, but one I'm gonna get rid of is this one from NYX. This is the Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Transylvania, and I heard a lot about it. I wanted to buy it and use it, but on the lips this often gets quite patchy, and I have similar lip products that I can get this color out of, so this one I'm gonna say goodbye to. Then liquid lipsticks. So one I'm gonna get rid of is this one from OCC. Again, these were all the rage at one point, and I have the shade Black Dahlia, which is quite iconic, but I have it for a long time, and again, while you can get it opaque, it takes a while to get to that kind of color payoff, and now it's super sticky, and it never used to be like that. So it's time for me to say goodbye to this. Another one I'm saying goodbye to, even though I love it, is this Kat Von D Everlasting lipstick, or what are these called? Yes, and it's the shade Double Dare. And if you see, the reason why I'm getting rid of it is because the packaging is broken, and it just doesn't, it falls off, like I don't even have to turn it anymore. But the color itself is beautiful, so I would love to repurchase this, and I just kept it with my Project Pen items, and I use it quite often lately because I just wanted to get some good use out of it before I throw it away, because I don't think it's going to survive another moving. It's already so broken. Look at it. Look how broken that is. I can't move with that. So we're going to say goodbye to that, even though I love using it. Oh, there's another lipstick in here, which is from CYO, and this is in the shade Wishing Well. Again, another nude, but this is more on the dark nude side. I forgot about this. This is a bit of a drier formula, but it still looks beautiful, and it's actually going to be perfect for the fall time, so I'm going to keep it with my other lipsticks. Perfect. Oh, and another one from CYO, and this one is in the shade Extra Mile. I forgot about these. These are one of my recent purchases. Beautiful as well, so definitely keeping these two. And another little lipstick that I'm keeping. Oh, I forgot I had this. This is the perfect red as well. This is from Burberry, and it's in the shade Military Red. And this is actually a really nice true red, so definitely keeping that one too. So good. I remember all these makeup now that I forgot about before. Now I have one from a Jeffree Star. This is in the shade 714, and I actually quite enjoy using this, but this takes a little to build up, and it, you know, it takes a little bit of work because it's that pale pink, but I'm keeping this. Another lipstick from MAC that I'm gonna keep is this one. Look at that dark deep purple. This is in the shade Leap of Delight, and it was part of the Nutcracker limited edition, if I remember well, so I'm keeping that. Now, one I think I'm gonna get rid of is this Pupa lipstick. I got it as a present, and I hate throwing makeup away that someone gifts to me, but I just never enjoyed this on my lips. It dries down into this really weird formula. The color is really much me. It's a really nice pink, so she got that head on. But whenever it dried down in the past, I just hated how it wore off my lips. But Pupa actually turned out to be cruelty-free, so when I go home, I'm gonna go into their store and look around. But that one I'm gonna get rid of because this one just never worked out for me, and I never reach for it, so what's the point of keeping it? One that I definitely need to reach more for is this one from Vicon, and I got it when I was in Milan, which was now quite a while ago. But this is this Ready Liquid Lipstick, and look at that color, it's beautiful. So just need to make sure to bust this out more because this is actually really comfortable and it looks super pretty. One that's not too old either is this Boutique. I was gonna call it pumpkin, but it's called rusted orange, but it just reminds me so much of fall. So I will definitely utilize it now. It's this orangey, browny, truly rusty kind of color, but for some reason it reminds me of pumpkins. I don't know why, but I'm keeping that. I think I'm going to keep all of these. So I have these melted lipsticks from Too Faced. I'm going to keep all of these four because I enjoy them, and they're all in their last leg, but I'm going to use them while I can. And then another one I'm keeping is this NYX Powder Puff Lippy, and this is in the shade Puppy Love. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I bought this because of the name, but I actually really enjoy the color as well. It's a beautiful peachy pink, and I love the name, but also the product is quite nice, so I'm keeping those. So those should live there. And those should live here. Okay, my hands are super tinted at this point, but we're just gonna carry on. So, lip glosses. I'm looking at it and I'm like, I don't really want to get rid of any of them. So, okay, let's be good. I'm gonna get rid of this one because it's really similar to these two. So this is from Becca, this is from NARS, but these two I actually enjoy using. Whereas this Bobbi Brown one always feels quite gritty. It's essentially clean, but it has quite a few bits of glitter in it. And this is the Bobbi Brown lip gloss in the shade Glitter. Well, that explains it. I don't really enjoy using it, and I never do, so that can go. Not that long ago, I decluttered quite a few of these, so I don't think we're gonna have a lot. I think I want to get rid of these two as well. These are from Milani, and I know these were all the rage at one point, but I don't really use them. This is the Amore Metallics in the shade Matte About You, and I think this was called Adore or something like that, but I never reach for them. I mean, when I use it like this, it's really pretty. Do I ever use them though? No. I love how they look, but I know that I never wear these shades, and mostly because they are metallic again. And when I got them, I loved them. But since then, even though I love bright colors and I love different formulas and textures, metallic lips are just not something I often can get behind. And if I want to, I can just use an eyeshadow as a topper for the few times I really want to. And I feel bad because I think my mum got these two for me. Or did I order these two? I know she got me the lipsticks and a lip liner. I don't know if she got these for me. Maybe she didn't. But I think I just... see, when I look at it like this, I'm like, oh, it's beautiful. But do I ever use it? No. So I think, you know what, I need to get rid of some bits, but the other bits I truly love and use, so I think I'm not even gonna go through the rest. This is from Urban Decay, these two. That's from Mascaras. Kiko, these gloss pencils are amazing. Too Faced, Max Factor, Becca, NARS, Avon, Max Factor, no, Manhattan. I don't even think that's a brand anymore, but it's quite old, but I just love this. One from Benefit and then one from, what is this? Rimmel London. That is actually beautiful. So the rest of the glosses I think I'm going to be keeping. And this is all that we kept. I know it's quite a lot, but you know what? I'm quite proud. This is what we kept. And then in this category, we actually got rid of those. So I'm quite proud of myself. And then I think I have a few last bits from the SFX drawer that I keep, that I want to get rid of. So I'm going to show those to you, but only a few bits that I'm going to get rid of because the rest, there's not much point in going through. Okay, so the last bit, I have a few SFX stuff here that I'm going to get rid of. These two are from Kryolan and they're essentially hairsprays. I have a one that's white, one that's black. But I had these for like 3 years now. The white is almost empty. The black one is... there's a bit more in it, but honestly, I never use these. They just don't feel nice in the hair. But if I want to, I can always repurchase them. But at this point, they're quite old, so I don't really want to put these on my hair. Then I have an old age stipple that came broken and it never closed properly, so it dried up and I can't open it. Then I have a spirit gum, which again is like quarter used, but it's dried up now and at this point I can get it open. Now I have a mini fake blood, but this one I had for so long that I just feel like I can't use this anymore. It still smells good, but I just feel like, you know what, if I want more... oh, it's on my hand now. If I want more fake blood, I can purchase it. This is from Ben Nye. Then I have a Ben Nye Nose and Scar Wax. And now this one has barely anything left in there. Oopsie. And this putty will be super, super dry and it will be really hard to work with. And there's not going to be a lot I can get out of this. So I feel like, you know what, I'm not going to move this. What's the point? Then I have this Revolution SFX cream kit that is getting quite old at this point as well. It smells quite bad, not gonna lie. Hello, there's a camera. So I'm gonna get rid of this. I mean, look, I used it. Look at the back. But I have no need for this. Again, I'm sure Revolution will bring out similar stuff around Halloween if I want to purchase it. But also, I can just, yeah, repurchase other brands if I need to. If I really feel the need of any of those. And then I have like half a tub of Vaseline here. But honestly, it's so gross. Oh, it doesn't smell great. I had it for ages. So it's just Vaseline. I'm gonna get rid of it. And that's it. So while bit by bit, it might not seem like I got rid of a lot. Let me get everything here. There we go. It's quite a nice amount of stuff I have in here. So while bit by bit it doesn't look like I got rid of a lot, it's quite a neat little pile that I don't have to move house with now. So I'm quite proud of myself. I'm happy. I don't know about you, if you're satisfied or not. It's not the most savage declutter, but I just wanted to get rid of mostly some cream products that I know that I don't use, because cream products tend to expire a lot quicker, whereas powder products I can hold on to a lot longer. So just wanted to sort through these and make sure I got rid of bits that are not being used and utilized, or ones that are really, really old. Like, let's say that one that I know that I'm not using anymore and just hang on to for the memories. So here we go. That's my declutter. Yay! Look at all the stuff I got rid of. Alright guys, this is it. So thank you for watching. Let me know, when you declutter, do you declutter more? Do you declutter less? Do you have kept any of them? I don't know. Let me know. I haven't filmed it yet, so I don't know myself. But if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing to my channel. It would mean so much to me. Again, I post videos 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday and Friday, with the occasional Saturday beauty content as well. I mean, all of them are beauty content, but that's it anyway. I'm gonna go now. I hope you have a lovely day, and bye bye. I hope to see you here in my next video.